So after installing Linux, let's try navigating the directories and looking at the files. So we are logged in. Now, before we do anything, let me switch back to my regular user. I'm currently logged into my terminal window as the super user. To go back, you just type exit, and you can see that we are Sam again. So anytime you want to know your current location, pwd, we're in Sam's home directory. We can go to the top of the tree by doing cd /. If I type pwd, I see / there. That is the root of the file system. If I type ls, I can see everything in the root. Okay, some of the directories that we're going to want to explore, etc, and possibly SBIN and some of these other locations here. So on the final exam, I might ask you to go to any of these directories and give me information about the content, the files you find, the size of the files, and so on. So what we want to do right now is return to the home directory. Okay, return to our own directory, and there are three ways of doing it. I could do cd /home/Sam. I could do cd tilde. The tilde means the home directory for the user that's logged on. Or if I want, I can just type cd by itself. Those are your three options. So before we begin the questions, let's do cd with nothing after it. I type pwd. I see that I'm in my home directory. A couple of other tricks for navigating. If I do cd .. I go up one directory. Okay, to return, go back to my home directory, cd with nothing after it, or cd tilde. Okay, and if I if I type cd .. Dot means the current directory, unlike ... which means one directory up. If you just do one dot, that just means your current directory. And if I press enter and type pwd, I see that I've gone nowhere. I am still in my home directory. So let's look at the questions. We want to go to SBIN, and we want to see all the files that begin with T. Okay, so change directory /, clear the screen, and do ls. So this is what we're interested in right now, SBIN. So let's go in there, change directory /SBIN. Now keep in mind, on the final exam, it could be any directory at all. You cannot know in advance, so make sure you know how to use these commands effectively. I type ls to see everything in there, and I see there's a lot of content in there, and I can come here and count how many files begin with the letter T, but there's a smarter way of doing this. So we'll clear the screen again, and we will do ls, and we want to list all files that begin with T. So T star is a wildcard. It means anything, and only files that begin with T will appear, and we can see there are 3 files there. So let's go on to the next question. How many files are found in the home directory for the super user? Well, let's first look at the home directories. I'm going to do cd /, and if I do ls here, from the root, I can see home. So if I go in there, change directory home, and do ls there, I see there's only one home directory for the regular user that we created. However, if I go back to the root, go back to the top of my tree and type ls, I see there's another directory here called root. That's the home directory for the super users. So all users, they're going to have their home directory located inside home, except for the super user. He keeps his files in a separate directory. Now, if I try to change to that directory, change directory root, I get a permission denied error. You need to be a super user. So let's log on as the super user, enter netlab123, and now we can go into that directory, change directory root. If I type ls, I see there are 1, 2, 3 files located in the super user's home directory. Now, let's read the question again. How many files are found in the home directory? And then, how many hidden files and directories are found in Sam's home directory? So we're going to return to Sam's home directory. I can do that by returning to Sam by typing exit, or I can just go there if I know the path. So I'm going to first clear the screen so we can read this clearly. Change directory /home/Sam. If I type ls, those are his files and directories. But if I want to see all files and directories, I do -A. Okay, -A will include the hidden files, and I see many more files and directories. Now, how do I know which ones are hidden? The ones that begin with a dot. So it's quite a few I see in terms of files. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 10 files begin with a dot, so those are hidden. And likewise, the directories are in blue. Okay, they begin with a dot as well. So you can count the total number of files and directories that begin with a dot. In the last part of this question here, we want to go to the etc directory. Okay, so let's go ahead and do change. Well, we'll clear the screen first. Okay, and we're looking now for the largest file there. So if I type cd/etc and then ls, I see there are a lot of files there. And if I do ls-l, okay, you can see the file size right over here. So that's a directory, 4000, that's a file, 825, and so on. So if you're really determined, really stubborn, you can scroll up and down and try to find the largest file, which is services. But of course, there's a smarter way of doing this. If I clear the screen and go to the manual or man pages for ls, okay, I might be able to get a clue in there. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to see, is there anything that lets me sort files by size? So I have a lot of options there, and by spending a few minutes here, I'm sure you're going to find something very useful. We have a -s option size, and it will allow you to specify size. But here's a better option, another S, but you can see the difference here. This is capital S. It lets you sort by file size. That is exactly what we want. So let's return now and do the exact same question. I'm going to press Q to get out of the man pages, clear the screen, ls, capital S to sort. And, well, it listed them there, but I don't see any file sizes. And I don't know if the largest file is at the bottom or at the top. So there's a little trick you can do here. We know ls-l will give us all the information, including the size, and we know ls-s will sort them. Let's combine them together. So let's try this again, ls-l to get all the information, including file size, and then capital S. There's nothing wrong with this. You can combine them together. Capital S to sort, and that might be a little bit confusing. So let me reverse the order here. S, capital S to sort, and then L to give detailed information about the files. And if we look here, the last file sorted or at the end of the list are the smallest, and the ones right at the top of the list are the largest. And if we go all the way back, we can see that services is the largest file inside that directory. Okay.